Welcome back to Wpob, episode 4 of our podcast. I'm your host, Melo15. I got my co-host.
And we got gang in this bitch.
So, Joe.
Yeah. Alright, so basically, episode 4 is just a chillax episode, man. We're just going to talk some Star Wars, End Game.
Bunch of nerd shit.
Basically, just going in depth about a bunch of stuff. First thing on the hot take, Star Wars Episode 9 trailer. So, the cool thing is, I know you haven't seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. But basically, we're going to watch the trailer with you guys at home. So, we're going to react as you guys watch it with us. We'll just give our take on it. So, pull this bitch up. Another trailer where they start with heavy breathing, huh?
We've passed on all we know.
Heavy breathing in the desert.
1,000 generations live in you now.
How'd you even get there? Did you run there?
I think that's hella cool. They kind of did like a little close-up on Anakin's lightsaber. Well, it's her lightsaber now, but yeah.
Yeah, I hear how they call it Rey's lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's Anakin's.
Fuck out of here, B. It's Anakin's. He didn't kill all those younglings for nothing. Ooh, Josh, look at this shit. Don't tell me she finna jump this thing.
She's like, watch this. Parkour!
So badass.
Parkour!
I got another thing to tell you. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Dude, that is like me chill seeing Lando and the Falcon again, bro. You know that medal she was holding? That was the medal they got in episode 4 when they broke the Death Star.
No one's ever really gone.
What?
The Senate. He said, do it. No. Alright, man. Episode 9 trailer, bro. That was kind of... At first, I was like, alright, cool. Little... I don't want to say the word underwhelming, but like the end kind of paid off. So,
Yeah.
what did you think about it, Ocho?
How do you think they're about to bring back the Emperor?
Well, there's a lot of ways they could do it. Basically, in the new canon, I don't want to get too nerdy on you guys. Everybody at home's like, woo, but basically in the new canon, in the Vader comic series, the Emperor gives Vader this helmet from an old Sith Lord, and that guy's spirit inhabits that helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Vader brought him back. The guy helped him build a castle, blah, blah, blah. So I actually wrote a theory on Reddit that actually got hella likes, and basically what I was saying is I think the Emperor is in Vader's helmet.
Okay.
So when he died in episode 6, he inhabited the helmet. And
that's why Kylo's always talking to the helmet.
So when Kylo's talking to the helmet, like, oh, show me the power of the dark side, that he's only saying that because I personally believe the Emperor's talking to him. Because, like, if Anakin's redeemed at the end of episode 6, it's like, hey, why would Vader still be talking to you if, like, he's not Vader anymore?
Yeah.
So that's my theory. But another cool thing about this trailer, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's a ship that you see in there. Yeah. And it's, like, flying towards the city. So people actually like freeze framed it, and they showed that that's the same ship that Rey sees flying away from her when she's a kid in that vision. So there's a bunch of stuff. If you're not like,
oh, when she's a little girl.
Yeah, remember she's like, come back, and like that's the same ship apparently. So
crazy.
Something I was super pumped about to see in the trailer was Kylo Ren like basically body slamming that guy. Cool thing. Okay, not even it's just Star Wars in general, but I don't know if you guys notice this in any war movie or any war show, like anything to do with like battling. Like the king doesn't really battle. He just like sits in his throne room and watches his minions, like, you know.
Or he sits behind all like the whole army.
Yeah, so that would be kind of cool, like to see like he's like the supreme leader. What the fuck is the supreme leader doing out there on the battlefield? That's actually cool to see that. We've never actually seen that, like an actual leader battling each other. So I don't know. What'd you think about it, Joe?
Nothing really. Just like the normal Star Wars trailer.
Yeah. Well, I guess the backlash that episode 8 got is kind of...
I was honestly disappointed with episode 8. Like, it wasn't a bad movie. It just was kind of hard to sit through. It was like...
In theater or when you're at home?
Just at home.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's just, it wasn't too exciting.
So I think
It was more of a build-up movie.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what confused me is I think Ryan Johnson just made his own movie. It was like, hey, I don't care what episode 7 did. I don't care what episode 9 is gonna do. I'm just gonna make my own movie. And I think a lot of fans just came in with expectations, and
Yeah.
just like with a lot of things in life, if you go in with like a lot of expectations that you built in your head and it doesn't pan out, you know, everybody's like, wow, I don't like this now because you didn't do what I did. And like, I think episode 8, that was just mainly what happened with that movie.
And I think now with this new episode 9, they're about to go even harder.
You think so?
Yeah, so they have to.
They have to go hella hard, huh?
Yeah, so it's about to be crazy.
I don't know, like, so if let's get a hot take from you. So let's say the movie comes out. What do you think the reaction is going to be? Like, okay, obviously when episode 8, the trailer came out, people were like, oh.
People are probably going to be shell-shocked when they find out about the Emperor, I think. And, like, where they're going.
I actually,
franchise.
Before we get off this subject, I actually have a theory that, like, at the end of the movie, like, when they face the Emperor, it's going to be Rey, Kylo, Force Ghost Anakin, and Force Ghost Luke.
I think so.
So I actually have a theory. I actually think that the Emperor created Rey, and so she's technically a Skywalker. So I think it's going to be Rey, Kylo, Force Ghost Anakin, and Force Ghost Luke, like the Skywalker family finally defeating the Emperor. That'd be so badass, dude. I'm like pumping myself. See, I'm creating expectations that I might not be able to meet up to. So,
yeah.
Speaking of trailers, guys, I don't know if you guys at home have seen the new Joker trailer. I know we just watched it.
You watched it?
Yeah. So, obviously DC has like this like hit or miss kind of streak going on where it's like, hey,
like they're all really misses.
Yeah, like this movie's good, and then this movie's complete fucking horseshit, and then this one's good, this one's okay. So I don't know. Let's go with you, Jay. What are your? You saw the trailer? What are your initial thoughts, man?
Like every fucking DC movie is just ass. I think the Batman vs Superman was cool.
That one was good. But everything else.
I think Justice League was terrible. Suicide Squad was fucking terrible.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Aquaman was like super terrible in like the first like 20 minutes. But then like the rest of the movie was
I didn't
cool.
find Aquaman that bad.
Yeah, the rest of the movie was cool, but like the first like 15, 20 minutes of Aquaman was just ass.
So I have a question for you guys. So you guys seen Aquaman? I haven't. I'm ashamed. But
the shots they made in that film though are just
so there's people keep talking about the trench. And like I guess like DC's thinking of making its own movie. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Like, what is the trench part really that good in the movie?
The scenes were cool, but
For
like
its own movie,
they don't
though?
like the scenes were cool. Like the underwater scenes were hella cool, but they didn't really go in too much depth. So I don't know how they would make a movie about it.
Like, what is the trench? Can you explain for people at home that don't even know what that is?
So there's like what would you say they are? Like they're almost like
fish creature type.
No, I'm talking about like there's different groups in the ocean. There's the Atlanteans, the other ones, and then the trench. They're like their own civilizations.
Oh, so it's like their own like okay.
So there's two that are normal, and then there's the trench. They're like these monster types that live in darkness, and they live in the Marina Trench, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
well, okay. I know you just said
they don't talk. Nothing.
He just spoke about Suicide Squad. First of all, I have no words.
I think the only person they can go from in Suicide Squad is Harley Quinn.
Really? Because they're actually... So James Gunn...
She's the only one that, like...
They have making a movie.
They actually got James Gunn to direct... I don't know if it's a reboot or a sequel. Because, like, it's not...
They should just reboot it and keep her.
I think it is a reboot, but it's...
I think they should keep her, though.
They are, right? But the thing is that Will Smith's not Deadshot anymore.
See, that's where DC is effing up, bro. They're fucking up.
So, like, the thing is, like, when you see the trailer... the one thing I didn't like about Suicide Squad is that they use modern songs. Like,
Why?
Because, like... Harley, it's like they played Eminem. Like, 2 trailer park girls go around me outside, and like Harley Quinn's in the prison, like trying, oh yeah, you know, like trying to break people out. Like, I don't want to fucking hear Eminem while like Harley Quinn's trying to. I don't know. I think they tried too hard, and then like the Killer Croc. I was just telling Jay about this. He's like, "What do you want in your cell, BT?" It's like, cool, like you're a hip Killer Croc's hip.
I thought when Will
like,
Smith was in his cell and he was talking shit to that guard, that was the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
No, I fucking hated the animations they did. How the lines were corny and shit.
There was hella corny.
All the lines were like hella forced and corny. That BET thing, like the BET. And it's like, everything was super fake and hella corny, dude. I hated that.
I'm actually surprised because I think Jay agreed with me on this, but like Wonder Woman was actually a good DC movie.
I totally forgot about Wonder Woman. That was a good one.
Awesome. And I was surprised that I'm saying that right now. And it's not because she's a woman or anything, but it's like, it was its own story.
And Wonder Woman's not as big as the other ones that should have been good movies.
Yeah, you're
like
absolutely
Joker.
Right. Well, like, okay, so
This what was it? The Justice League movie?
yeah,
That
Batman
was-
v Superman. So like, okay, so Wonder Woman was good because it didn't rely on the other big heroes to make it a good movie. Like, it was just its own story, had its own thing going on.
It reminded me of, like, comparing it. It was more like the first Captain America in a way.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I didn't really. That movie was okay too, but yeah, I agree. So basically, you know, obviously we saw the Joker trailer. At first, when they announced the casting of Joaquin Phoenix, I actually wasn't one of those people that jumped on the hate train because I actually think he's like one of the best actors of our generation. He really is. Like, this guy's crazy at acting. Have you guys seen Walk the Line by him?
No.
So he plays Johnny Cash, right?
I've
And
heard
like,
about it,
it's super convincing. So
I
like,
think the only thing I've seen him in was probably Signs.
oh, Signs, yeah, that's a good one
I
too.
forgot that he was even in that movie.
Yeah, see? He's
that
the
shit was
brother.
hella long ago.
Swing away.
When they announced him as Joker, what did you guys think? Like, what was your reactions when you heard that he got?
I was more worried about just DC.
I don't
In
think
general.
they've casted a good Joker since Heath Ledger, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been
You
like
can't really top Heath.
one since then.
It's
but yeah.
true. It sucks because like Heath Ledger has such a good performance. I don't even care if people don't agree with me, bro. Like, that was one of the best performances I've ever seen from an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care. Like, fuck it. You guys want to make fun of me? Cool. I don't give a shit. But like, that was.
He never
literally-
gets old. You can watch it over and over.
I literally only watched that movie to watch him play the Joker. I'm sorry, Christian Bale. Like, I'm sorry, but that movie was just so good, dude. Like, I can't. I'm not even trying to fanboy out right now. It's just like, damn, bro. Like, when he died, I'm like, we are never gonna see that Joker again. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous, dude. So I know, like, Jared Leto's Joker and all these other Jokers have like big shoes to fill. Basically, it's like, hey, you know.
And Suicide Squad did a shitty job with that. So like,
I think weren't you the one telling me? I don't know which.
That's probably why he got shitted on so bad, is
They
because
cut a
they
lot
were
of his
coming
scenes.
right after Heath.
They cut a lot of his scenes, man.
They were coming right after Heath,
Yeah.
and it was shit, so it became even bigger.
And I know Jared Leto was mad because a lot of the scenes he shot for that movie weren't even in the movie. They just like completely didn't put it in there. Okay, I don't know if you guys agree with me. I think he should have been the villain of Suicide Squad. Why was he not the villain of Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
You know?
oh yeah,
Yeah, like think about it, bro. Like, okay, they're in the boardroom, right? Well, who should we make as a villain of Suicide Squad? I guarantee you, someone said Joker. Someone's like, nah, let's put her over here. Nah, dude, what? There's a lot of people who need to be fired at fucking Warner Brothers. Dude. I'm so sick and tired. I really am. I tell this guy at work, my friend Ricky, I tell him all the fucking time. I said, bro, I love DC with the passion. I grew up loving Batman. These guys are tatted on me. That's how much I love that DC. And like, if I'm telling you I'm not happy with their movies, I'm really not happy with their movies. Like, they have good movies, but it's like, so no, like. So after I saw this Joker trailer, and I finally got to see how they're actually gonna like play it out, I'm like, dude, this looks so good.
It does.
Please do not let me down.
it looked
bro.
good, but so did the Suicide Squad Joker
It
at
did.
first.
Yeah, he looked hella good.
And then you watch it, and it was just fucking ass.
I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like somebody as big as Joaquin Phoenix wouldn't have taken this role if he thought this movie was gonna be bad. He doesn't take roles like that. Like. I don't know, like there's just certain actors who are on such a big tier of acting, like you know, like Daniel Day-Lewis. You're never gonna see him take like a shitty role. Like, these guys are method actors. They really take this serious. I don't think this movie would even be bad, honestly. So
I don't know why any of them should be bad in the first place. Marvel gave them the fucking handbook,
the blueprint.
the blueprint for everything, and they just was like,
That's-
well,
trust me, bro. You know, like, okay, it's like, hey, look, you do a single movie, team up, single movie, team up. You know, that's like the winning formula in Hollywood. Again, I don't care if people don't like that. I know there's a bunch of people who don't like DC or they don't like Marvel, and they're gonna be like, oh, Melo15 is just a fanboy of Marvel. Yeah. When it comes to the movies, I am, because they have a winning fucking formula right now. Like, everybody
but when it
wants
comes
to, go
to
see,
characters,
Yeah.
it's DC.
I don't, dude, this kind of hurts me to say
That's why it
this.
sucks that they ruin all their movies.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have a bigger brand than Marvel. Like, their properties are known throughout the world. You can go to your grandma.
No one's bigger than Superman.
Bro, exactly. You can go to your grandma, right? And be like,
Or
Grandma,
Batman.
you know who Superman is? She's like, yeah, I know who Superman
Yeah,
is.
but then
Jimmy."
you go and you say, do you know who Thor or Iron Man?
He's like, who the fuck's Thor? No, it's true. Like, you can go to like a blind person and be like, hey, you know, do you know who Batman is? Yeah, I do. Anybody knows who those two are. Like, the three most recognizable names are Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man. Those are the most recognizable names, and 2 of them belong to DC. So it's like, hey, you
Joker.
guys had the blueprint. I think they were so scared of copying Marvel that they just like, well, let's do a team-up movie, then a singles, and it's like, no, dude.
They didn't want to be known for copying them.
Yeah, you're going to do a team-up movie, and like, no one knows the backgrounds of anybody. It's like, oh,
it doesn't make sense.
I'm Flash. And I'm like, no, dude. Dude, anyways... You know what I'm saying comes from the heart, because it's like, hey, I actually like DC. Yeah. And it just seems like they kind of like dropped the ball and all that. So, you know, speaking of Marvel, we got to talk about End Game coming out tomorrow, man.
I know we're gonna go see it.
I'm so mad.
Opening night.
I didn't get tickets. I gotta wait.
You didn't get tickets, bro?
No.
Why?
It just didn't work out that way. We tried.
So what do you? Oh, like all the seats were taken?
Yeah, so we're gonna wait a couple days.
Dude, that's the
I'm so
problem.
fucking mad.
Yeah, like you know, like I think the day that they dropped the trailer, which I think it's the same day you
It was
could buy
like
tickets.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like people were they went so fast to the website that like I think it was AMC's website crashed. That's how many people visited to buy tickets. When me and Jay went to go buy tickets, like it was like the only seats you can get were at the very front. Like the literal very front. That shit's garbage, dude. Yeah. I'm not trying to like watch Endgame like this.
You come out and you...
Where's my popcorn?
You gotta go see a chiropractor after.
He's like, God dang it. Why can't we see... Like,
So we got seats in like the middle, but they're like just like a tad bit to the left, so it's not...
That's not that bad.
It's not bad.
You're not all the way at the end of the...
No, fuck no, we're not.
Speaking of winning formulas, guys, this movie, what is it, like 20-something movies leading up to this?
21.
I've never seen that. People can make fun of comic book movies all they want. I don't
Plus,
care.
with all the on-screen main characters, that's insane.
Yeah, like, you notice a lot of other movies that do that don't succeed, but Marvel finds a way to put all those people on screen
And
together
still
and
make
make
money.
it work. Exactly, dude.
It's crazy.
I have like this burning rage.
You're untouchable right now.
I really do. I have this burning rage for that because people are like, oh, you're just a Marvel fanboy. Like, oh, yeah, I fucking am. They're winning right now, dude. Plain and simple. In the movie universe, they're winning.
Yeah, but that's about to hit like $1 billion in like
You guarantee you, dude.
opening weekend.
They'll probably break records.
So, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on the movie. Like, do you have any theories, anything? We're just going to jump right into it and just go into what we think.
Iron Man's dying.
You think so? Fuck.
I'm not sure about
at the
Captain
same time.
America and Iron Man, but I think Iron Man is definitely dying.
What do you think, Jay?
I think Iron Man's dying because I think
Yeah,
that sets
man.
up the next Spider-Man movie like perfectly.
Plus him and Spider-Man's relationship.
Bro, I'm going to cry, dude. In theaters. If I fucking see
He's the
Tony
one that
Stark
started
dying-
it all.
He did.
Remember when Iron Man 1 came out?
Yeah, and then Nick
And it
Fury
just
meets him.
boom, 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 and it just started it all.
So I've had this theory, right? Since we and him left the theater last year, I had this theory in my head. I was like, I looked at him, I'm like, Jay, look. You know how in Infinity War, Tony Stark's holding Peter?
Yeah.
And he's like in his arms.
I don't want to go, yeah.
Yeah, please, you know, and then like, I think what's going to happen is it's going to be the reversal. So I think when we watched it, I've been saying this for a year. Ask these guys. It's point blank for a year I've been saying this. I think it's going to be the reversal of that scene where Peter's going to be holding Tony. And he's going to be like, oh, please don't go. And like Tony's going to be like, come on, you got to be a man. Or like something like, it's going to be like an inspirational type of, you know, go be a strong man for your aunt now. And like, it's going to be hella sad, dude. So the directors, the Russo brothers, actually said that this movie is more sad than the last one. How do you make this one more sad than everybody dying?
I don't think I was sad for the last one. I was more in, like, what?
Well, you kind of couldn't be sad because you knew that it wasn't like real. Because they fucked up when they told you that they're making these movies. Like, they're making a Black Panther 2. Right?
They are?
That was announced, like...
Yeah, like almost like a month after the movie came
So
out, right?
he has to be coming back.
Something like that. But, like, when you see
you
these
could
people
be
die, it's like, okay, well, how are you making a Black Panther 2 if you killed Black Panther in Infinity War? How are you making another Spider-Man movie when Spider-Man died in Infinity War? How are you doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when, like, half the members are dead? So, like, you couldn't really feel sad because you knew that they were coming
Well, kind
back.
of, because Gamora didn't get killed by the snap. Thanos just straight up killed her.
Well, I'm
prior
talking
to the
about,
snap.
like, just all snap
So I
people.
could see why people said, oh, you could feel sad about certain characters that did die. Mm-hmm. But it was just more of a, like, what? They really did all these people?
Yeah. But I told him the same thing. I was like, yeah, I think Iron Man's definitely getting offed because the Spider-Man movie comes out in, like, May. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes out like 2 months after.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes
They're
out like
brazy
super
for
soon.
the-
So I'm like, that literally sets up the perfect plot. Peter has to deal with Tony dying. yada yada yada.
His father figure dying.
Yeah.
He's still in the Avengers. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want Tony to die. I actually think the best character to die, it'll be super honorable. That's how I feel. Like, if Tony dies, I'm like hurt. I'm like, damn, man, what?
Yeah.
It's a big, like, there's going to be a big emptiness when Tony dies.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have that smart ass, like, Mr. like, know-it-all, copy
like,
motherfucker, like,
yeah.
you know? And then it's just going to be gone. What are you going to do?
Like, if Cap dies, though, it's like...
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
you know, like, bro, you rode for us, dog. Like, what? Like, it's true. Like, when Cap dies, it's like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, because, like, I don't know if, like, they have any other character. Bro, they better not take Groot either. Groot has to live. The Guardian...
They almost killed Groot the last
Bro,
time.
what if Rocket dies to save Groot?
He did in Infinity War.
No, Rocket
No, I'm
lived.
talking about Groot.
No, I know, but...
I'm
saying-
talking about in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, he kind of almost
He
died in
did,
that one,
and
too.
he came back as a seed plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they kill
but
him,
that-
it's
that-
like...
no, that Groot did die. The Groot that died in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and the Groot you see now aren't the same Groot.
I thought they were.
No, that's his son. Is
it really?
Yeah.
Is it?
What?
Yeah, the Groot that is in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, he died.
Mm-hmm.
And his seed is his son. And
But they
they're
just
two
call
different,
him- they
they're
just
two
call him
different
Groot.
Groots. Yeah, but like I think that's just what they're...
Okay, regardless, bro. Regardless, if Groot...
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, look that up, dude, because that's a real fucking...
Yeah, we're gonna
fact.
have to look that up because even in the movie Rocket, they're in the ship and Rocket's like, "Yeah, ever since you became a teenager, you've been a complete asshole." Or
Yeah,
whatever.
because like he's talking like he was a baby.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
hey,
that's not
you know,
the same Groot.
you know what? What kind
We're
of
gonna
makes
have to look
sense
it
to
up.
what? You know what kind of makes sense as to what he said? So in Infinity War, when Groot's like, you know, the snap happens and Groot's disappearing, like, and you know, he says, "I am Groot," you know, whatever. But like, if you put the subtitles on, he says, "Help, Father."
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he's talking to Rocket, like, "Father, like, help," you know.
What? How'd you know that?
Because like the Russo brothers said it, like, because everybody said, "Hey, what was Groot saying to Rocket as he's disappearing?" And like the Russo brothers said, "Hey, that's what he said."
So you could put the captions on.
Yeah, and it'll say that.
And it'll translate what Groot says every time he says, "I am Groot."
I don't know about every time, but I know during that part, and I might be wrong, but I know the Russo brothers for sure said that that's what he said during that part.
Then Jay's right then.
Like I said, like, again, to make this movie sad, it could be the reversal. Like Rocket, you know, sacrifices himself.
I
But
don't
they
think
better
that
not
they'll
kill
him,
Rocket
because
either,
then, like,
dude.
what are you gonna have a number 3 without?
Without Rocket,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Okay, I
You
don't
need
think,
Rocket.
I don't think all the Guardians are making it out of this movie though.
You think they kill
That's
Drax?
crazy. I think Gamora stays dead.
She has to.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because she could get brought back. Like, okay.
I mean, if they did,
They could find a way to bring-
They
You
could
think they'd
bring
kill
her
off
back,
Drax?
but-
So I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry for everybody at home if this sounds too spoilerish. So please, we will leave a timestamp when to skip this. But basically, yeah. Again, spoiler talk. So I don't want to. There was about a year ago. There was set leak pictures, like pictures from the set that leaked, and it showed old Tony Stark, like they were at the events of the first Avengers. Right? Obviously, what does that mean? They used the quantum leap, whatever, or the quantum realm, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm guessing that, like, if Gamora does survive, or if something happens, they're gonna go back to certain events, right? Which only makes sense. They show you going back to the first Avengers. So I don't know. Like, I have a theory that, like, basically that's what they're gonna do, but it's gonna come at a price. They're not gonna just like all survive, and it's gonna be like, yay, picnic at the Avengers thing. Like, it's like there's consequences to going back in time if that's the plot. And I think what's gonna happen is the OG Avengers are gonna have to sacrifice themselves for the new Avengers.
I think it's just gonna be Cap and Iron Man.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah.
Those are the two OGs.
Definitely Iron Man. I can't. So like, if Captain America doesn't die, I don't know what they would do with him, because I don't think he's gonna move forward with like their next.
And the way
series of
Chris
movies.
Evans has been talking,
He
like,
doesn't even want to go anymore, doesn't he?
he wants to start directing and stuff. Like, he loves the character, right? But like, he wants to start making movies and directing them. And like, you should have seen the message he said on Twitter. Like, after they stopped filming, like, it wasn't a goodbye, but like, if it kind of felt like a goodbye. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, like, if Cap dies, I almost feel like, you know what, bro? You know, because in
Yeah.
the comics, Bucky, he takes the mantle.
Really?
Falcon does too. So like, they already have set up the fact that, like, if Cap does die, Bucky's like, you know, I might step right in and I'm the new Captain America, basically.
Yeah.
They already kind of set that up. So it's not too far-fetched to say, like, oh, you know, I actually kind of hope for Tony, because, like, he was about to marry Pepper. Remember in the last one, they were talking about the wedding?
That's what makes him more sad.
Yeah, so I kind of hope he just goes and, like,
sense.
retires. Like, I hope he just, hey, guys, I'm done. I'm just going to go retire, because you can always bring Robert Downey Jr. back for another Avengers movie. See, damn, out of you
But
guys.
then, like, that doesn't make it sad whatsoever.
We didn't even talk about they're bringing Hawkeye in for this one,
Oh,
who
yeah.
was absent in the last one.
Okay, so
what do you think?
I told Jay this.
I don't think he dies.
I don't think Hawkeye dies, but what I told him was, so in the trailer, right, there's a part where you see him and his daughter doing the arrow. Like, he's teaching her how to, like, be an archer. And, like, he's happy. Right? No. Like, that's misleading. I think that is how the movie starts. Right? And I think what's going to end up happening is she disappears when she lets go of the thing.
Oh.
That's why later on in the trailer, when you see him all, like, dark and depressed, like, you know, like, he turns around like this. Like, this shaking.
He's avenging his daughter.
Yeah, like, because he turns into Ronin. Like, that's a character in the comics that he becomes. Like, you know, I guarantee you he's hella angry that he lost his family. You know how, because they already set that up, like, that his family means a lot to him. Remember in Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Like, he was not playing, don't play with my family, bro. Like, I guarantee you his family gets snapped, and he's like, yep, we gotta take this Thanos guy out. Imagine. Bro, ooh, okay. I'm not trying to fanboy out quick, but you remember when Thanos is like, you should have aimed for the head. What if they go back to that event, and then Hawkeye's like, we did. Boom! And it's like,
that'd be tight.
Oh, God.
He'd be hella hard,
I know,
bro.
I've been saying that for months now. I'm like, bro, what if that's what happens? Like, he's like,
Dude, imagine Hawkeye being the savior of all this shit.
He wasn't even in the last one.
You guys were like sly bastards.
Everybody has all these superpowers, and you guys are gods and stuff, but you have the fucking regular human with the bow and arrow kill him.
Yeah, Marvel, you slide dogs, you. We knew you guys were gonna do it. Ew, but like everybody.
That or Black Widow.
Ew, like everybody says that like Ant-Man goes into Thanos' ass and expands. Like, come on, like you guys couldn't do that, huh? But Hawkeye's gonna save the day, like I guess. Fuck, dude. I don't know, man. I think because they're doing feature movies, right? So like they have to set up for like the future movies. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna introduce a second villain, or they're gonna introduce like the next phase of what's happening. And I don't know if you knew this, but Disney bought Fox. They bought a majority of Fox, I say, except for like the sports division of it.
And
So-
Fox owns.
They
X-Men,
own X-Men, Fantastic
Fantastic
Four, all that stuff. So
Technically, doesn't Disney also own Marvel? Or no?
yeah, no, Disney.
Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah,
So they got everybody
they
back.
got everybody back basically except Spider-Man. Spider-Man still belongs to Sony,
but they have some
a deal.
rights.
They have
Yeah.
a deal. So basically, I think a surprise they could pull is like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine making an appearance in the movie. They could pull like a. That's the only one that makes sense though. Like if you know, like he's like, let's go or something like that. That'd be cool. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But hey.
So here's a question, randomly off topic, but so does this new Venom movie, does
Yeah.
that tie in with this Spider-Man at all?
They say it doesn't.
So
They should, dude.
they said it doesn't.
That Venom movie wasn't that bad, and I can't wait for the Carnage to come
I
out.
actually think the reason they said that is because Kevin Feige was like, hey, if this does bad, I don't want this attached to Spider-Man.
So you think they could rework?
Yeah. So
Something
okay.
out?
So I don't know if you know who this is, but Kevin Feige's the president at Marvel.
Okay.
He's like he oversees everything. He's a super calculated person. They already have the next 5 movies planned out. Like they're on top of the game. So I think So there's this lady at Sony. I'm not sure what her exact title is, but her name is Amy Pascal. She's like in charge of all that. So I think what's gonna end up happening is, he said, yeah, she's not a part of the. He's not a part of the thing, but I think that's if they're like, hey, if this movie does bad, yeah, we don't need this connected to Spider-Man or whatsoever. So
Yeah.
but it didn't do bad. So I think they're gonna find a way to incorporate it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Speaking of like the Fox stuff, though, I think a good villain to introduce. We've talked about this plenty of times, but the Galactus. They could somehow shoehorn this in to where, it's like, hey, Thanos is dead. Who's and all of a sudden like the Silver Surfer is like, here to crash the party, guys. So
I think that they will. I think that he's gonna actually be like the end of the movie. Like,
Galactus?
I think he's gonna show it. And I don't, because they said there's no.
Or just the Silver Surfer
no,
showing
they
up?
said that there's no post-credit scenes.
oh, there's no post-credit scene.
That's what they said.
Finally.
So I think.
No,
that
I love the post-credit scenes, man.
I think he'll be at the end of the movie, and I read some things online I don't know how credible they are, but some people think that Thanos will like team up with them to help get rid of that, but I don't think that that's really plausible.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
We'll find out though. We see it tomorrow, so this episode will be out after the movie comes out.
They definitely
We'll probably look like a bunch of fucking idiots after we see the movie and watch this back, and it's like, oh yeah, all that shit we just said is wrong. So
that'd be kind of funny though. Like, I don't think we might be wrong about everything, but you know, that'd be cool if like what they could do is like okay, I know we just talked about Star Wars, right? But so there's a rumor going on that like when Rey and Kylo fight, the Force, they have Force backs. So like as they're fighting, the Force takes them to different planets. That's how powerful they are.
What?
Yeah, so as they're fighting, like the Force will transport them to like Naboo, Tatooine, and like it, like, you know, it basically like a highlight reel of like all the past movies, right? So that'd be cool if like in the Avengers End Game they do a thing where like you see Galactus in the background just devouring a planet, and then like boom, there you go. You're like, whoa, like, because apparently there's so much that's happening. A lot of people like had a hard time like not, I don't want to say paying attention, but it was like so the premiere happened the other night. So obviously people have seen the movie, and like people was like, hey, the last hour of this movie is like the best hour of any MCU movie we've ever seen. Like, I guess that's so crazy and like so like cool that like people like, it blew my mind. Like, I never seen anything like that
In a movie.
Yeah, the last hour. Obviously the first 2 hours they said were good too.
I can't even imagine what that would be like if you've never seen, you know?
Exactly. Like, what in the last hour happens to where people are saying that? See, I'm pumped, bro.
I can't even imagine.
So I don't enough of this endgame talk.
Yeah, no, because like I said, we see it tomorrow, so like by the time this comes out, we'll already know the answers, and
yeah, we're probably gonna look mad dumb, you
like
guys. You guys will be like, hey, you fucking dumbasses.
Fucking stupid.
Stupid. He's like, hey, you guys are dumb. We were just talking about this earlier. I know we don't do a lot of sports stuff on here, but
the Blazers.
we're going to, yeah. Damian Lillard, dude.
That's free.
Oh my, that was
I can't believe
nasty.
Paul George said that was a bad shot.
He said it was a bad shot.
Yeah, after the game was over and they were in the, you know how they get interviewed afterwards?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't care what anybody says, that's a bad shot. It went in and you lost, bro.
yeah,
So the shot that
And
sent
he
these guys home.
he hits
That's why
shots
I
like
did
that
that.
all the time. How is it a bad shot? He's just mad because he hasn't been hitting threes this series.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? The shot that sends these guys home is a bad shot, huh? Yeah.
I know his shoulder was injured, but he was hella being butthurt about it.
It's always the people who lose. It's always
They
the
always got
losing
something to say.
team. Like, but you know when they get fouled? Like, no, dude, that wasn't a foul. Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Dude, the shot that sends them home was a bad shot. God damn it, Paul George. I'm so glad you didn't go to LA. I'm so glad we didn't trade for you.
bunch of weenie hut junior.
You guys, I know you're seeing this at home. The shot that sends these guys home is a bad shot. Okay, whatever. Whatever, dude. I haven't, like, to be honest with you, this playoffs with the Lakers on in it, I don't really care, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time in like hella long I don't care about the playoffs anymore. Golden State's probably gonna win. Oh, the
Bucks are nasty.
I think the Bucks are about to win.
I think
know.
the Bucks are about to win too.
You
No,
actually
I
told
don't
me
think they're
that
about to win the finals. I think they could win the finals, but I think they're definitely going to the finals.
Oh yeah,
They're nasty though.
It's, like I said.
So here's the matchups they have right now. Okay, so in the East, it's the Bucks and the Celtics, the 76ers and the Raptors. Okay, so who do you got out of the East?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was.
No, so I'm saying out of those two. So you think that Milwaukee's going to beat the Celtics?
Yeah.
And then who do you think is going to win out of the 76ers?
Wait,
and
that's
the
the
Raptors?
next matchup is Milwaukee versus the Boston?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I don't know. Kyrie's been shooting the lights out lately, so doesn't he have like the highest percentage shooting percentage in the
He's doing
playoffs?
great. He's going
No,
crazy.
I think you're talking about the winning percentage, but it could be something similar. But it's the Bucks and the Celtics.
What's
So you
the 76ers and
think Raptors?
what is it?
I think the Raptors are gonna beat them.
They better, dude. They've been crazy all year.
I'm just kind of sick of the
Yeah,
76ers.
they're always crazy in like the regular season, and they like.
I don't know.
fucking
I kind
choking
of
dick in the
you
playoffs.
said this to me the other day. I think they're gonna. I don't see them going any further.
I don't think they were. They were having close games with the fucking Magic.
Does Kawhi stay or leave? Let's say they go to the finals, okay? If he takes that Raptors team to the finals, is he staying or leaving?
I think he's staying regardless if they go to the finals or not.
You think he's staying?
Yeah, because I think that his plans of going to LA after the shit show that happened this year, I wouldn't.
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't want to go there either.
A lot of rumors were saying that he was going to go to the Clippers. Like,
Oh,
it
I
wasn't
guess he
even
could go
LA.
to them, yeah.
I
Not the
wouldn't go to LA.
Lakers.
I wouldn't
If
go
you
to
were
LA.
gonna go to LA, why would you go to the Clippers though? Come on.
They're
No, but I
nice.
wouldn't go to LA though. They're not. Okay, so the Clippers are ran good. They have Jerry West. I don't know if they still have Jerry West. Do they? I think they do. I think Jerry West went over there. And
If
was
they
like,
do, I don't know what he does.
Like they're a good run organization. They have a good owner. They have Rivers, Doc Rivers. You know,
But who's better known in LA?
obviously the Lakers.
Yeah,
bro.
so
But, like,
I wouldn't go to LA.
I don't know
unless
if
I was
you've
going
been
to the
following
Lakers.
this, but like with Magic Johnson leaving and Rob Pelinka has like a huge
Yeah, I've seen a little bit about
bad
it.
reputation.
Coach is gone now. Like the whole AD fiasco. I wouldn't go to the Lakers either.
Yeah, that's
Not right now,
They
anyway.
kind of bombed the shit in.
Yeah.
You see the thing that's going on with Luke Walton and the Sacramento Kings?
Oh yeah, his
No, he already got hired by them.
Yeah, I know, but he's going to court or something.
Yeah,
I saw
like,
something on it about Sports
he
Center
was
last night.
he didn't get charged, but isn't he like being like
Allegations.
allegations
Yeah.
against him? Yeah, I don't know even what to think about that, man. Honestly, like if you did it, bro, why? Nah, but
Okay, and then assuming that the Warriors, they lost tonight, but assuming that they win the series, okay, it's going to be the Warriors and the Rockets, and then
Is it?
yeah,
And then Portland would face...
Portland is going to play
Nuggets or
whoever wins out of that series.
ooh, I would like to
Dude,
see.
I want to see Portland go to the end because those are my boys. But I think we got screwed over when Nurkic broke his fucking
Yeah.
leg.
Hey man, I'd actually like to see the Nuggets versus Portland.
That would be good.
So that's the Blazers are another team that it's like, hey, he's like they were the 3rd seed last year,
Got swept.
swept. It's like, oh, I'm super biased, right? But I hate the city of Portland. I hate it with the passion. I've been there plenty of times just to visit or just to be there, dude. Like I feel bad for the basketball players that play there. It's just a horrible city, dude.
I only like them because I was born there.
There's hella homeless people there, hella bums. Like the city's like
No,
hella
people could
hipster.
say the same thing about Seattle, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
kinda, but like the it's like the hipster thing, like Portland, dude. Yeah, dude, and like all the yeah, like we have like coffee here, dude, and like we're just like so hip and cool, like, and then like you see Dame Lillard. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, you don't fit in with that. Portland's just like if you walk the streets of Portland, it's like everybody's an artist, everybody's a painter.
That's Seattle.
That's like Seattle.
they're like
There's no parking.
they're almost like twin cities, almost in a way.
Whenever I go to
little
see my
brother and little
father-in-law,
sister.
every time I go to see my father-in-law,
And, like,
I can't
it's
even
weird.
park. There's no fucking parking.
That's Seattle, bro.
I know.
And the funny thing is CJ McCollum is almost like the Doug Baldwin.
Yeah,
Just underrated, bro.
hella underrated. He's a good player though.
He's hella good. He's
why
a
I
killer,
wouldn't
bro.
mind
He's a
seeing- I
killer.
wouldn't mind seeing Portland like a 7-game series with the Nuggets. They could probably do it, man. They could.
I
Like
hope.
if those guys
I hope.
play, like
I
could see it.
think they could have took it all this year if Nurkic wouldn't have broke his leg.
Basically, and you know the people who like when Cousins went out. Oh no! What are we gonna do? We have 4 superstars now.
Yeah.
It's like shut up.
Yeah, get out of here. You still
Yeah,
got
seriously?
KD, Clay, and Steph Curry.
Yeah, like honestly, like boo fucking who, dude? The Blazers only have like 2 people, and like McCollum's not even. You couldn't even compare him to like the Warriors team.
So my hot take, it's not even really a hot take. I think it's going to be the Warriors and the Bucks. I think the Bucks could beat them, dude. That's what I think.
Yeah.
They're super
The
deep.
Bucks, yeah.
Pause.
Okay, so pause. Yeah. So let's go to the matchups. Let's say it is Warriors versus Bucks. So 5-on-5. All right. Point guard versus point guard. Right. So let's go through the list. We'd have Steph versus Bledsoe. Right. Is Bledsoe
think
the
so.
starter?
Bro, I don't really follow the Bucks XS. So let me pull this shit
Yeah.
up.
Let's pull this up real quick. Giannis though, he is becoming.
It's going to be KD.
They're gonna have to double team him.
No, I think it'll be KD and Giannis. against each
That
other.
he's
KD can't guard Giannis.
He's
I don't think
becoming-
anybody on that team can, but
he's becoming a beast, man. Not only like you don't really see this from superstars nowadays. I mean, some superstars, but he's focused. He doesn't get into like trouble outside of the league.
yeah. So Bledsoe's their point guard. So
Alright,
it'll
so it'd be Bledsoe versus.
I thought he was a shooting guard, but like I said, I don't follow the Bucks, so
So it'd be
not like
Curry
that.
versus Bledsoe.
Hmm?
Yeah, so Curry, I'd take Curry in that. Not saying Bledsoe couldn't do it, but like, hey, I'm being honest. Curry. Giannis too, like you just see his progression year after year. This guy's like, you can tell like the way he works out, the way he trains his body, the way everything, man. This guy, give it like a couple more years, man. This guy's gonna do a LeBron, and he's super quiet about it too. Like I was just saying, he's like a quiet superstar. He's not out here like hitting women and like getting in trouble with the law. Like he's just like, I'm a basketball player. I'm a human. I'm just normal. Like you don't really see that. That's why I think when it comes to the MVP conversation, that's why I don't think he gets he does get mentioned, but like, you know, he's not, his popularity isn't like what other players are because he doesn't do much outside of basketball.
I think he'll win it this year.
Giannis? Mm-hmm. What are the, like, is he the...
Who are the candidates this year?
I think the main two that are like...
Harden and Giannis, right?
Yeah, that's like, if it's like, hey, these two are definitely going to win it. I can't see anybody else winning it. It's Harden and Giannis, so...
Yeah, I think Giannis better win it, dude.
The reason why I don't think Harden will win it is this guy shoots like 30 fucking shots a game, and I think he screws his team. He's like...
He scores.
What is the...
Giannis?
I forgot the analogy, but... He does good all the time, but like
he does so much.
He does good in a bad way.
Yeah, because
he saves his team because like he does all of this.
But then takes like 60 shots and makes 20.
In that same breath, like that's the reason why they lose some games too. Like it's like some like I don't know.
What, has Chris Paul not been doing anything, or what's going on with Chris Paul? Like I said, man, I don't really follow the playoffs right now.
I don't follow the Rockets like that.
Like,
I just haven't had the passion, man. Like, it's just like, hey, cool, Warriors are probably going to win again. Let's just go to the offseason.
Yeah, that's why the NBA this offseason needs to... Not needs to, but, you know...
It's been kind of boring, man.
They have all these free agents that might be, you know, different teams, whatnot. KD's possibly leaving. I think the Warriors just need to, like...
No, I don't want to say break up, but yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, that's kind of why, like... You know, people are gonna shit on LA, the Lakers, all day, but I like what LeBron did, man. You didn't go to like a superstar team. You didn't, you know, like he went to a team where he probably knew he wasn't gonna make he wanted to make the playoffs this year, but let's be realistic. He said when he signed, I know there might be a chance that we don't go to the playoffs. Like I know I'm here to help, and so I think next year, like he's right, when the free agency starts, they just need to. I know there's rumors of KD going to the Knicks. I know there's rumors of Kyrie going to the Knicks. I don't know if any of that's happening. You know, people just like to talk, but...
Can you imagine Kyrie and KD on the same team?
And then they draft Zion? Think about it
That's
too, right?
That's nasty, bro.
Yeah, so think about it, right? So let's say they draft Zion, they get KD and Kyrie, right? Zion would be their third fucking option. He's their third option. He's going to be the ticket seller there. Obviously, and that's so
Then you have Kyrie and KD.
Yeah,
and
I
people
think
are going there to see Zion.
Yeah, so Zion would have the least pressure on him. Like obviously, people are gonna have to double team KD. People are gonna have to focus on Kyrie. Like Zion's just gonna be like, I'm here.
Chilling. That's probably gonna be a breath of fresh air for him, man.
Yeah,
because like
especially going straight into the league just like that, having that set up for you.
Ooh. Yeah, because when people play Duke, they're like, we gotta do this to stop Zion. You know, he's like the focal point of like their gameplay.
Yeah.
So when he goes to the Knicks, if he goes to the Knicks, and if KD and Kyrie go there, he's not gonna be like the center of like, we need to stop this guy. So it'll probably take a lot off his shoulders.
Can you imagine though? I don't know. That's just crazy to think about.
Nasty.
He'd be the third option, and it's like, hey, you're like the third option, but there's other players that are here that have been in the league more. They're like, that's crazy to think about, dude.
Okay, so you got who? You got the Warriors, and
so if it's the Warriors if it's Milwaukee versus the Warriors, I'm gonna go with the upset, man. I'm just gonna say Milwaukee. That'd be crazy. I'm calling it right now. I'm gonna say Milwaukee wins in 7. I don't think it goes to 6. I think if it goes to 6, it's gonna be the Warriors winning.
So and then you have.
I got Milwaukee, but I don't know in how many games.
So you think that they're gonna beat the Celtics, beat whoever wins out of the Raptors and the 76ers,
yeah.
And you think they're gonna play the Warriors in the finals?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, if the Warriors didn't lose Cousins,
yeah,
I'd be like, okay, Milwaukee probably win 1 or 2 games. But now that there's no Cousins, I don't know why that changes my opinion of this matchup so big. But like, I
shouldn't really.
I feel like it's fatigue. Like the Warriors have been to the finals so much in the last couple of years that like this might be the one they let slip, other than the one they lost to Cleveland when they were up 3-1.
Yeah,
this could be like the, hey, we're tired, let's slip it. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Like I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience in life where you're constantly at this level of something. like the 5th or 6th time you're doing it, you're just like, oh, yeah. I'm not as motivated. This seems like the year that the Warriors would be like the less motivated Warriors in the final. So
I don't know. I think it's between the Nuggets and Warriors.
Well, they are the 1 and 2 seeds, so I guess we'll see.
Are they?
Yeah, it goes Warriors, Nuggets, and then Portland.
All right, before we end this episode, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me and Jay-O. We're just trying to make a respectable brand here. I don't know. I know you guys seen the interview. You guys seen episode 1, 2. We are actually very super thankful. We've actually jumped pretty much in subscribers. How much have we jumped in subscribers now? I think it's like 80.
No.
We were like 130, weren't we? We had like 204 now.
170 something, but
I'm
anyway, if
bad
you're
with
new
numbers.
here, thanks for the support, because
every week we come to this podcasting room for you guys. And like it makes me happy that I can even do this every week. I look forward to this. I like making people laugh, all that kind of stuff. So next week we're about to do a fan Q&A, hopefully. If not, we're gonna shoot just an episode on May 8th. I'm actually hoping to get an interview with Tay Zooted, so hopefully we get that going. If not, we'll always have something planned. So like I said, thank you guys for supporting the channel. You have any words, Ocho, before we go?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hell yeah,
we're in
dude.
this.
All right, guys. Until next time.